Hello everyone. Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you all. Hope you all are having a great day. Good morning to people who are living in the Western Hemisphere, and good evening to the ones living in South Asia, especially. This is Mystical Wanderer, Taha Abbas, once again live with you guys. So, the topic for today is something that uh, hits home. It's something personal, uh, and I'm sure that many of you can relate to it. Uh, so, how to reclaim your sanity living in a collective consciousness? Now, we all know what sanity is. To be sane, from insane, we have to be insan. Now, insan means human. In all human beings live in a collective consciousness. We all are interconnected. We we are experiencing collective dream, but in this dream most people, or let's say 95% at least, people are asleep. Even those who think they are awakened are also asleep. Very few people are genuinely awakened. I mean, there are levels of awakening. It's like you are deep down in a dream, and you have to go on one level, two, level three, level four, until you are actually out of that dream. You have completely woken up, but you are consciously living, just like you've seen in films like Inception or The Matrix, where you see the main lead, the hero, how he has been asleep, but he uh, he is pulled towards the mystical realm, the reality, from where everything is being controlled, and he's being realized how everything is it's all manipulation, simulation. It's all a dream, a consciousness, and he goes through this rebirth. Now, seeing this practically, so that most of us can understand and relate to it, is simple that we, is- you know, since we are young, and if we are different, we are bullied, and we have experienced all sorts of issues, not just at home, but in our neighborhood, in our schools, and when we go to work somewhere, we are seen as some kind of heretic, and we think that there's something wrong with us. We have that ugly duck syndrome, and then when we find somebody who's like-minded, we actually feel that you know we were not crazy, we were not ugly, we were just amongst the wrong people. The same way, so we need to uh, understand that uh, insanity is considered normal in this society, and the ones who are sane or enlightened, they will be considered, they've always been considered mad. or a threat to the society, because their light threatens people. They don't want to be awakened. They want, although they are walking around doing things, uh, but they are internally spiritually asleep, right? So they don't want to be disturbed. This is called cognitive dissonance. You see how people are murdered every time they offend someone in the name of blasphemy. Uh, and these kind of things that are happening in the world is only because majority of the people are asleep, and they choose to be asleep. They, what they do is they take their beliefs, they put them under their head, make it their pillow, and they rest their head on it, and they keep on sleeping. They don't actually uh, question that. Just like we don't read the scriptures, we put them somewhere uh, on the top, and we think, you know, uh, that's enough. And it's just like going to school and not reading anything, not learning to write, uh, and you just buy books and then keep them in your bag or somewhere else, and you repeat empty words, you graduate and think you're educated. So you see what's going on. It's a mass hysteria, and we have to protect ourselves. You know, if you're highly sensitive, an empath, uh, if you're a seeker, you know, we really need to understand. Everybody's coming from a different space, uh, but it's important to realize that people will never understand you, especially if you are, you know, being who you are. They will somewhere feel threatened because they don't have the courage to stand up for themselves or do what they want to do, uh, and they will try to control you, and you have to take your power back. Somewhere we lose our personal power, our self-worth when we are growing up, and we can become self-abusive. We start neglecting our own self. We start treating ourselves because, you know, the way we have been treated, or we create an image of ourselves, and we think we don't deserve to be happy. We don't deserve this or that, and that just shuts us down, you know. And eventually, uh, even if the universe is trying to give us nudge and awaken us, somewhere those belief systems that have become our comfort zone, they will try to pull you down and make you fall asleep, or you shut yourself down just to preserve your sanity, because you think that, although it's the other way around, you are actually moving towards insanity. It's just that uh, you are not making it obvious. You see, insanity doesn't mean that you have to literally be screaming and moving around. Insanity exists in different forms, and most people, uh, they learn to camouflage themselves uh, by mirroring the other people's behavior. This is how we survive, right? So, uh, so the point is that in this world, we are here temporarily. Um, we all are playing different roles, And in this collective consciousness, you really need to uh, mentally detox yourself, because we are carrying so much stuff, so much information that is not our own. We are exposed, bombarded with so much rubbish, just like our body is polluted with toxins, our minds are polluted, our spirit is polluted. So we need to cleanse ourselves as much as possible on all levels, so that we can uh, discern between, what is right and what is wrong, what is real and what is not. uh, because um, it is our built-in defense mechanism that we will absorb other people's emotions, energy, just to adapt to that environment for our survival. But that really is harmful for us, because we will not be able to actually, awaken or see things as they are. So we have to really uh, do some introspection. We have to protect ourselves. Of course, we cannot run away from the world or cut everyone off, but we have, just like we said, boundaries. We have to understand that who are those people that understand you, you can connect with, you know, uh, and the more you are are connecting with those like-minded people and giving time to yourself, just like when you read books, you it feels like you have a friend, because you escape in that world, right? And you're connecting with it. The book is alive, it is full of life. And the same way, you need to create your space that can help you heal, that can help you return to your sanity, that can give you your personal power, your self worth back. Uh, Now, there's no need to feel ashamed or guilty or insecure. Somewhere, of course, uh, those emotions exist, but we have to maintain ourselves. Just like we have a headache, we take a pill, or we try to find a solution for that, what the root cause is. We cannot expect that we will never have a headache or a flu, again. So we have to take care of ourselves, but we have to focus on that. We have to channel our energy in the right direction. So, coming from that kind of space, I have learned, or I'm learning, that it's so important to believe in yourself, and everything will not always go your way, and you have to just accept that and keep on, moving on. Um, and you're constantly getting feedback about yourself, who you are, where you're coming from, and where you need to work on yourself. So it's so important to be stay positive, and it's not easy. It is uncomfortable, and you only grow when you are leaving your shell. There is this, example uh, of a shellfish. uh, it leaves its shell, once it gets too tight. because it needs some room to grow, so it leaves the shell and then finds a bigger shell, you know, and that allows it to expand. So we need to expand ourselves. We need to expand our horizon. This is why it's so important to think, to read, to write, to express yourself in a creative way, and travel and all these things. I will make a video on three mantras: expression, movement, and change. Uh, just giving a heads up for those who want to stay tuned. Um, so yeah, I know I'm uh, venting or doing my catharsis, but I know that somebody is listening in this moment, maybe some other day soon, or in the future. Somebody will be coming on this video, even when I'm not around, they will be watching this. And this is the beautiful part, that this is a part of the entire dream, the collective consciousness. So, like oneness of human race or creation, entire being, they say we are interconnected, uh, but we need to understand that it's so important to uh, cut yourself from things that are you, they fight you, they laugh at you, and then you win. So you have to keep going at your own pace. Don't give up. Just believe I am. You have to believe in your higher self, that it is always here and now. It is guiding you, and we may not feel that, because sometimes we are so consumed uh, by the world or the pleasures that we are unable to sense that. But we need, this is why it's important to purify ourselves. So it's important to connect with those people who are like-minded, who are awakened souls, who are positive, who are genuine, so that you get the same energy. And it is a lonely road, the path of truth, but you have to have faith, keep going. One day you are going to succeed. So every time you feel upset, or a sense of despair, depression, just remind yourself that this is a dream within a dream, and I am here to remind myself of that and live uh, the way I want to live. Just by changing your perception, you will see how magic happens. Because most of the people have turned away from light or the truth. They are all distracted. This phone, these screens, it's a barrier. And in reality, the barrier is your ego. Because between the soul and God, there is the veil, which is your own ego, the impurity, right? We are the ones who are coming in between uh, ourselves. So we have to focus on our uh, sanity. We have to remain awakened, awake, keep on nudging ourselves. Every time we feel like we are going back to sleep, we have to wake ourselves up and understand that things that are being talked about on the media, they're not of our concern. We can What can we do about it? We can only pray. But so it's important to turn inward. Like some people take psychedelics that helps them cope with depression and all these things. Some people meditate. Some people, they travel. Do whatever you can to remove yourself from that place which is pulling you in a downward spiral, because uh, your time will not come back, and one will only be left with regret, and that's the worst thing. So no matter what happens, just uh, keep going, take your baby steps. If you're afraid, it's okay. you know you're not in a competition with anybody, and prioritize your health, your well-being. So important. And I'm sure that you will be able to uh, return to your natural state. We all are in this together, and we are here to wake up. We come in this world uh, to awaken. When we enter this world, this dream consciousness, we forget that we are, who we are, and we are living as this person. So yeah, I wish I could go on and on and on, but sometimes I feel like I'm repeating. But yes, I will talk more about this. Please give me a feedback. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.